everyone, my name is Greta Jones, and today I will be doing my second informative presentation on our relationships with our caregivers and how those relationships affect the relationships we have even as adults. I want to talk about why I am credible to talk about this information. I have done many parenting classes, including the Mom Power program. I currently work for an after-school program that is very helpful and informed about the trauma that foster care kids and all other kids go through. I used to work at a school where I was the assistant to the special education teacher there, and these are the things that I have just also studied psychology and stuff as long as I can remember, studying human behavior and how our relationships are affected by our behavior. There is an article called Mindful Parenting where uh, it is written by Larissa Duncan. It just talks about how being present in the moment with your child and being self-aware of your interactions with your children are very important because it helps you make better decisions towards your children and on how you treat your children, and this helps you have a better relationship with your children, and this helps them to be more safe, to feel more safe and be more secure as adults. Also, with the Mom Power program, we had this chart that showed a tree. um, the bottom of the tree was, of course, the roots. And when a child is going through difficult moments, difficult emotions, or big emotions, when they're having a hard time and experiencing things that they have not learned how to cope through yet, we call it building roots, because an infant cries when they take their first breath because they've never experienced that before, and that alone is painful to them. And as we go through life, we get used to these painful experiences, but of course, infants, babies, and toddlers, everything is still new to them, so they need their parent to be there with them to help repair their emotions and comfort them and teach them how to cope with these things. As the parent or guardian is successfully able to do this, the tree shows branching out, and that's what we call when a child is able to explore on their own while feeling safe and secure until they find something difficult and they are building roots again and having to learn how to cope with that new experience. And there's also this book called The Primal Wound, written by Nancy Verrier. In this book, she discusses how even just being adopted as a newborn before any other traumatic experiences can happen can traumatize the child just by being separated from their birth mother because of the biological attachment that is developed and formed between mother and fetus while the fetus is growing inside the womb, because the fetus spends most of the time 9 months inside their mother. They grow very attached, they grow very accustomed, they even feel all of the mother's emotions and associate and internalize those emotions as their own because they can't detach themselves from their mother's emotions because they have no prior experience to emotions. With all of these examples that I have given is just to show and try to help us think about how our relationships with the people who raise us and we are first introduced to, we first get to know, they have such a profound impact on our personality, on the way we see people, on the way we see relationships, and how we treat other people. And I feel it is important to give these examples so we can think about how to more have a more positive view of relationships, and for those of us that are parents to try to have better relationships with our children. But all of us have parents, all of us have guardians, someone who raised us, and even if for some reason those people are no longer around. We have other relationships that we have that hopefully we want to be good and healthy relationships. And I feel it is important for us to try to be self-aware and look at how we treat relationships so we can have healthy relationships and just have a better life in general. And I hope that all of this information was very helpful to everyone. I appreciate everyone who watched this video today. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.